What if Ultron had won? What if the Avengers didn't beat him? And what if Ultron got his hands on all Infinity Stones, making him even more powerful than Thanos himself? This is what Age of Ultron should have been, or at least a sliver of it should have been. More threatening in this one than he was in his own movie. That being said, I do like Age of Ultron, but it still left some stuff to be desired. You can check out my review if you want to know my full thoughts. So as the Watcher narrates in this timeline, it's now the apocalypse, and all but 2 Avengers have been wiped out. Black Widow and Hawkeye. Even though it's not Scarlett Johansson, the friendship / bantering between the 2 of them is still so well realized that it literally feels like we're seeing the actual recreation of that friendship in animation form. And while they're constantly trying to outrun Ultron's drones, they determined the only thing that could stop Ultron once and for all is to upload a consciousness of Arnim Zola so that he's powerful enough to destroy Ultron's mind. But then everything goes into a tailspin where after Ultron accomplishes what he wants by wiping out other worlds throughout the universe, he overhears the Watcher talking, therefore discovers the multiverse, still feeling a desperate need for destruction. And I like how they finally address the question in a way, what would happen if all of mankind and all living creatures were wiped out by an artificial intelligence? Now that your purpose has been fulfilled, what can that thing do exactly? What if Skynet managed to wipe out all of the Resistance and all of John Connor's guys? Then they'd have no purpose at all. I've always wondered that myself, and I'm kind of glad that they touched on that a little bit. Ultron feels like there's nothing left, but then when he hears the Watcher's voice and discovers the other multiple timelines, his appetite just got even bigger. And the Watcher, understandably, becomes very desperate and horrified. Now that he has all 6 stones, he's able to traverse time and reality. He's almost kind of indestructible and unstoppable. If this was the main villain instead of Thanos in the movies, that would have been horrifying. Since I mentioned Skynet, I liked how they use a Terminator reference by Captain Marvel saying, listen Skynet, I've seen the original Terminator, I don't want a sequel. But even she's not powerful enough to stop this guy. And just like in Endgame, she wasn't able to fully stop Thanos, she stalled him long enough for Tony to come in and do his thing. That was a living creature though. This is a machine. Not exactly something that Carol Danvers was prepared for. But then when Nat and Clint go into this hideout in Siberia, they discover Arnim Zola's consciousness, and they reference Raiders of the Lost Ark since Clint seems to think that there's going to be some kind of death traps involved. I got those vibes right before he said it, and when he said, ever see Raiders? That was just so hilarious. Like, oh my god, they read my mind. And the Watcher, having become even more prominent throughout the show, gets really desperate because he's trying to guide them, saying, no, it's right there. It's right there in front of you. Get it, get it. And once again, with another twist, instead of Nat giving her life, Clint gives his life to stop the drones from killing them. Zola, who's been uploaded into a robot, is unable to defeat Ultron since he's gone off-world, so to speak. And he battles with the Watcher across different multiple timelines and is able to take over the Watcher's position. And in a last-ditch effort, he decides to recruit Doctor Strange Supreme. And I'm not surprised that they brought back Strange Supreme because I figured they were going to do that somehow, that there would be some kind of narrative through line, knowing what he's capable of now. It'd be kind of pointless to leave that potential wasted out the door. Having seen his regret at the end of that episode where he brought back Christine and she died anyway and therefore that whole universe collapsed, it's not really surprising to me that he would have some good come back in him. It's completely understandable with the Watcher's desperation because Ultron with all 6 stones and is able to cover all areas of time and space, that's not a good mix. And for those who thought Tony was justified in creating Ultron, maybe so, but he's very lucky that in the movies, he didn't go this far. Those are my thoughts on Episode 8. Episode 9 comes on next week. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they tie it all together. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below and tell me what your thoughts are, and I'll see you guys in the next video.